Strange Block Beats.
Thank God, cause he the greatest. Make a prayer for a hater. Yeah, we break bread, it's in our favor. You get this in your nature, you better take care of your neighbor. I'm too black to be loved, I'm too black to have trust. I'm too black to be human, I'm too black to have blood. I'm too black for respect, oh I'm too black to discuss. You know I'm black so I'm strong, so I'm too black to give up. I'm black enough for your laws and black enough for your judge. Black enough for your system, I'm black enough for your grudge. Black enough for your hatred, I'm black enough to corrupt. I'm black enough to be happy, not black enough to have love. Am I too black to be fed? Am I too black to be healthy? Am I too black to be rich? Am I too black to be wealthy? Am I too black to be proud? Or I'm too black to be honest, maybe too black to have dreams. Oh, I'm too black to have promise. I'm black enough for your lie. Oh, I'm too black for your truth. I'm way too black for the president, black enough for the truth. I'm black enough for the boost, but I'm too black for a suit. Am I too black? You just saw too. He too black, you just shoot. I'm black enough to know me. You black enough to know you. And we too black to both know that what they say it ain't true. They put the lie in the lights. You find the truth in the dark. Might have a blood of the slave, but got the heart of a God. I'm black enough to know me. You black enough to know you. And we too black to both know that what they say it ain't true. They put the lies in the light. You find the truth in the dark. Might got the blood of the slave, but got the heart of a God. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
A big salute to the family. Big salute to the family. Giving all praise to the Most High Yah. In faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide. Me and my brother Shar Sham say peace and blessings. We say big salute to the CUC family. The FOPE family. And I say big salute to the elders at the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. As you see the title, family. Me and my brother Shar Sham going to talk about segregation versus separation. We're going to discuss April the 5th. And y'all know that's coming up Saturday. We're going to discuss the Civil Rights Act and the Executive Order 11246. The reason why we're doing this, family, because there's a lot of information out there. And me and my brother just want to, just paint this picture for y'all. What's going on, where we headed, and what we need to be doing. So when you look at the Civil Rights Act and the executive order that Trump just invoked, you're going to find out that he was not trying to bring back segregation in the sense of, like separating people like white restroom, black restroom. That wasn't what it was about. But we'll get into that though. Big salute to my brother Shar Sham. Talk to him.
Yeah, Shalom family, Most High bless everybody, the whole FOP family, CUSC family, AUDIC family, everybody out there that's down with us doing what we doing. Shalom to all the moderators, everybody that come over here faithfully week in and week out to learn, show love to us. And appreciate y'all as always. And thank you for allowing us to be your teachers, not leaders, but just teachers of the word and what the Lord bless us with to give to the people.
Absolutely. As my brother said, we just here to shine light on some things. I'm not an expert in politics. That's not my lane. But I do read, I can comprehend, I do have enough common sense to put things together. So me and my brother Sham, like I said, we want to paint a picture for you because I believe that a lot of these things we're being distracted. And while we're being distracted, we're going to show you what other people are doing. And we got to get our house in order, family. We have to start where we should have been getting our house in order, but a lot of times our people don't move until we at the tail end of things. Then they start moving when when things is like really smothering them. That's when they panic and start moving. But you should be moving already. You should be preparing already. Your house should be in order already. So, like I said before, what me and my brother about to do, we're going to paint a beautiful picture. We're going to walk this down. We're going to show you that Donald Trump, I know, love him or hate him, he was not trying to bring back segregation, but it will be cool for us if he did. Now, if he did do it, we wouldn't care. And we're going to show you that our people never was trying to integrate. We're going to show you that our people always wanted separation. Martin Luther King wanted to integrate. We didn't want that. You better go read your history about the old people that was older than Martin Luther King. They didn't want no integration. They was doing good just being separated. So that was something they was pushing. But most of our elders and ancestors, they didn't want that, family. They rather be separated. And that's what we need today. Separation. So me and my brother Shar Sham is going to do this. Let's get it. In order to know where we going, We got to go back sometimes. The first thing I want to do, I want to show you a video. It's a black and white video. But in order for me and my beloved brother to paint this picture, we have to go back because we don't want our people being misinformed. There's so many videos about segregation. Bring it back. Even though that's not what Trump was signing or invoking the 11246 bill for, it didn't have nothing to do with majority of the people that work in America. It has everything to do with federal contractors. And most of us, we don't have a federal job. So anyway, let's go back. And then I'm going to read the Civil Rights Act and the Lyndon B. Johnson executive order. So when we paint this picture, you'll see the difference. So let me go to this video right here. Anything you want to say, Sham, before we go to this video?
No, go ahead. No, I'll chime in after we watch.
Already.
Congress passes the most sweeping civil rights bill ever to be written into the law, and thus reaffirms the conception of equality for all men that began with Lincoln and the Civil War 100 years ago. The Negro won his freedom then. He wins his dignity now. 5 hours after the House passes the measure, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 is signed at the White House by President Johnson. Before an audience of legislators and civil rights leaders who had labored long and hard for passage of the bill, President Johnson calls for all Americans to back what he calls a turning point in history.
We must not approach the...
Let me put in the fair use. Thank you, Eve. I don't know why I always forget. But let me do it now. Fair use. Fair use. In good faith. Fair use. All right. Thank you, my sister. There we go.
observance and enforcement of this law in a vengeful spirit. Its purpose is not to punish. Its purpose is not to divide, but to end divisions, divisions which have lasted all too long. Its purpose is national, not regional. This Civil Rights Act is a challenge to all of us to go to work in our communities and our states, in our homes and in our hearts, to eliminate the last vestiges of injustice in our beloved country. So tonight I urge every public official, every religious leader, every business and professional man, every working man, every housewife, I urge every American to join in this effort to bring justice and hope to all our people and to bring peace to our land.
There's warm applause from members of both parties as the president sets to work. It is work. He uses nearly 100 pens to affix his signature and date. Souvenirs go to Republican leader Everett Dirksen and Democratic whip Hubert Humphrey. The president seems to have mastered the art of just touching each pen to the paper. Integration leader Martin Luther King receives his pen, a gift he said he would cherish.
Did y'all just hear that? Now, let me say this. I don't kick against Martin Luther King because the man woke up in the end, and you got to forgive people for mistakes they make. He just said the integrationists. You see what I'm saying? Our ancestors was not fighting for integration, family. All they wanted was equal opportunity and equal protection under the law. Let me say that again. Your ancestors, they wanted equal opportunity and equal protection under the law. Before this bill was signed, they couldn't vote. They couldn't do a lot of things, family. They was not fighting to be integrated with nobody. They was fighting for equal opportunity and equal protection under the law. Anything you want to add, Sham, before we continue?
Nope, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Department of Justice will enforce the law if necessary, and G-Man Chief J. Edgar Hoover is present. Another group of pens is reserved for the Kennedys, and the Attorney General is entrusted with a half dozen. Now, in this summer of 1964, the Civil Rights Bill is the law of the land. In the words of the President, it restricts no one's freedom so long as he respects the rights of others.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Sham, because what I'm about to show y'all going to prove that it's best that we separate even today, family, because I'm about to show you a video. These people are hateful. They are hateful. They don't want you to have anything, nothing. They tell you to pick yourself up, right? But they don't want you to have no rights. And ain't nothing changed from the 1960s to today. It's just covered up and disguised with makeup put on it. But it's the same mentality. Go ahead, my brother.
Right. So, family, basically what y'all seeing is what I said before. You know, like how the integration really destroyed us. And it's to keep us out of the marketplace so we could be successful as people on our own without having to go to the other nations.
Talk to him.
So that is really the main problem. And for us, the society, for us as Negroes, you know what I'm saying? We so integrated and we are building everybody else's economy and their generational wealth for their families and running their cities and systems that we're locked out of making anything better for ourselves. And this is the reason why we're stuck in the ghettos and places like that, because we cannot build anything to make it better. And when we do get money, instead of fixing the urban communities where we live, we run to the suburban communities. So that was their plan all from the start. So basically, it's like, hey, once you become, I sent you a video, KG, on TikTok when Damon Wayans was talking about how to keep your money when you make money and how you're not going to be around like your own people no more. You're going to start getting around white people.
Right.
And
Yes.
it's sort of the same thing with what we go through as a people. You know, we don't need them. They need us. But because of we're locked out of places where we can't be a nation, this is the reason why we stuck in the system that we're in. We don't need integration. We never needed it. You know, that was the biggest mistake that Martin Luther King ever did, because we had Black Wall Street. When he decided to integrate, it destroyed everything that we had of our own. You know, we need to go back to those times. So it's like we don't have to be afraid of anything, because separation or what you would call segregation, what they say, that would cause a lot of lost business for them, because we spend so much. You know what I'm saying, KJ? It's ridiculous.
Yep, absolutely, you're right.
But right. I'm telling y'all, you know, we I feel like if they did bring back segregation where everything was separated, it would be a just doing for the Lord, because then we would have to rely on ourselves.
Facts.
That's my honest opinion.
Now, y'all remember, we got to walk this down, right? So I showed you a video of Lyndon B. Johnson. They put into law the 1964 Civil Rights Act. So what have the nations always told us? Mainly the Caucasian people. The Negro man need to strap up his boots and do for himself. But when this bill was passed, I want you to see the disdain. How they really don't want you to have anything. Let me cue up this video. It's not us, family. You have not done anything to anyone. You have not went to war with anyone. You are the only people that can claim that you have not done anything to anyone. But everyone has done something to you, and the nations that have not done something to you, the Most High gonna show them mercy and grace. But the ones that have done something to you, recompense is coming. But they keep telling us, Well, y'all won't do it for y'allself, and y'all, hate each other, and y'all won't come together. There are certain things put in place, family, that keeps our mind distracted. They keep us at odds with one another. These are not just things that just come out of nowhere. These are things that are implemented to keep us at odds with one another. Gender war, colorism, animosity, envy, and hatred. I mean, all these things are put in place. So let's say, friends, we was trying to get on track. They're going to bring somebody or something in to distract us. The main thing these people fear is unity. That's the main thing. Unity is what they fear more than anything. You being Israel is a blessing from Yah. Your melanin is a blessing from Yah. But the main thing that they fear is your unity. Because once you get on the same page, nothing can stop you. But let me show you this video. And I want you to hear this for yourself, not something I'm making up. Check this out. All right, here we go, family. Listen to these people, man, telling you to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna put that CC on the closed cap, the subtitles, so you can read the words that they saying.
Mrs. J.D. Milam, and I think this is the most ridiculous thing that has ever happened. The Negroes are just as free as we are. They have the same opportunity to work and to build.
Hey, does learning how to use your camera ever feel like you're trying to solve one of these? Well, you're not alone.
To build.
I want to go back, these commercials. I want to go back. Listen to what this white woman just said, man. Listen to this woman, man.
Mrs. J.D. Milam, and I think this is the most ridiculous thing that has ever happened. The Negroes are just as free as we are. They have the same opportunity to work and to build their part of the town up just the same as we have. I just don't understand it and don't approve of it. I'm going to stand up for my right.
Thank you very much. Jim Knight with WALB Television News. We're soliciting the views of Albany people on the Civil Rights Bill. Would you like to give us your views?
Well, I think if they remain peaceful, it would be a lot better than perhaps the violence that would be concerned. Well, of course, being a Southerner, I'm not for it at all.
I see.
And I just don't know how it's going to turn out. I hope we don't have any trouble.
We're soliciting opinions on the Civil Rights Bill. Would you like to give us yours?
I'm sorry, but I don't think it's the time right now. I think they have equal rights, though.
Thank you very much. Would you like to express your views?
No, I don't think so.
How about you?
Nope.
What I'd have to say wouldn't be fit to go on air.
Thank you very much.
I don't like it. I think they're just trying to put something on us that we don't want.
I see.
We ought to have a national election on it rather than just letting 9 men tell us what we got to do.
And how about you?
I feel the same.
Fine. Thank you very much.
I sure don't like it, that's for sure.
I see. Do you feel this will have any effect on your life directly?
I imagine it will.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
afraid we might have niggers to live next door to us.
Thank you.
Do y'all see the fear? The fear that gripped these white people for you having opportunities under the same law in the United States of America. Do you hear the fear and how ridiculous these people sound? The fact that a law, an act was passed for you to have equal opportunities, equal protection under the same law. These people was upset, family. So do you think something has changed? Do you think the mentality has changed that even today, when you look at our people, we are taking over a lot of fields? Now, we don't make laws and legislation, but we are taking over a lot of fields. Man, if you don't understand, black people just crashing out over the stock market. We didn't learn their game. We didn't learn their real estate game, the stock market game, the trading game. You put us in a room with anybody, we taking over the game. And that's why that white woman say, oh, no, I don't like this, because they're going to have the same rights I have. They're going to have the same opportunities I have. I don't think this is right. Because they know, family, you're more intelligent than them. You can create anything out of nothing. You're more educated than them. You just are better at everything that you do. And I had to show you this to prove nothing has changed, family. This the same mentality from the 60s, and it's the same mentality in 2025. The only difference is they'll smile in your face. They'll work with you on the job. They'll act like, they trying to help you, but really, they don't want you to get no position. So they're going to sabotage you at all costs. Just like they sabotaged our ancestors back in the 60s and the 70s. Same thing. Nothing has changed. So the Civil Rights Act was passed because our ancestors was looking for equal opportunity, equal protection under the law, family. They didn't care nothing about no integration. They did not mind being separated because they was doing awesome being separated. But once they integrated, look at your businesses. Where they at? Where's everything our ancestors built for us? They integrated into the Caucasian society. And now they got it. We barely do business with each other, but our ancestors, they always did business with each other. Black Wall Street, Rosewood, and many other prominent black rich areas that our ancestors had when they was handling business. Until the white man got mad because he don't want you to have no opportunities and dropped a bomb on you. Charlie Murphy, they dropped a bomb on me. Baby, what you think he talking about? Go ahead, Sham.
Yeah, because she said these free Negroes will have all these opportunities. So I'm not for sure if y'all are familiar with the story of the free blacks that did labor in Virginia, dealing with, I think it was charcoal, coal, and they was making all the money down there, and they was calling them hustlers. They had slave quarters that was better than the homes that the European whites had, and they was complaining, saying that these Negroes are stylish, wearing suits in the market, making money. They got watches. They had a gambling business, hustling. This is black people and was doing better than the whites, and they was upset, saying, how come these slaves or these free Negroes got all these things and we have nothing but a little shed on a piece of land? Right. And they was jealous of black people because they was doing good and great for themselves. So as you know, my brother Kjudah said, and everything he's saying is 100% facts. This is the type of stuff that happens and goes on. And you could clearly see back then that they was jealous of us when we was free then in Virginia, because we made the best of our situation, and we were stylish as free slaves, wearing nice watches and suits, and had a gambling business on the side. They was getting overpaid back then, and we do it now. So my thing is, just imagine, what can we do as a people if we got away from these people? You know what I'm saying? Like I always said, we don't need them. They need us.
Facts.
We don't need them. They need us. The thing is, when we decide as a people to get away from them, we would be better off as a people. And that's just the truth. So for me, and for everybody else, I always say, as far as my opinion, they always want to hate us, no matter what we do, because we better than them in damn near everything, except certain categories that maybe we haven't touched yet or haven't had the opportunity to touch. Because they playing with chemical warfare and biology that we ain't really indulging in a lot of that stuff with the science and putting chemical in the food and stuff like that, where we don't sit in a lot of those seats like that. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah?
Absolutely.
But like I said, family, this is why. Because they don't want us to have anything. They just want us to stay suffering. That's why it's a saying out there. They saying that the worstest thing they ever could do was make a Negro rich. And y'all can see that in this day and time when black people got money and they go around white people or white people see our people out there and they see that they rich and they got money. They don't like that. They despise black people with wealth. You know what I mean? Because they feel like, why this Negro is a millionaire? You's a slave. You's a son of a slave. Why is he rich? Why is LeBron James making all this kind of money? You know what I'm saying? He's a great entertainer, but I go to work a 9 to 5. But you know what I mean? It's life. The world has changed. But this is the society that we live in. So no matter what happens, they always gonna hate us, no matter what.
Absolutely, Sham. Absolutely. And I want to say this. I actually heard a white man tell a black person before, man, how you get that car? How you move in this neighborhood? Hold on, man. I thought your people just said, well, if the black man want the American dream, he need to go out there and strap up his boots. So when our ancestors did strap up their boots and went and got everything that was profitable for their people, like farming, because our people been know how to farm. We the children of Israel. We are the true Masons. The free Masons, Masons are black people. Read your Bible. Masons are master builders.
Yep.
It's not a derogatory term. Satan flipped it.
That's why I said I am a Mason. I'm a builder of the nation.
Right,
I don't consider myself a Freemason because we know that deals with Freemason is someone who wants to do as thy will, the Alistair Crowley way of life, meaning they live lawless. That's not what we are. Like, we free people, but not in that way. But we when you go into the scriptures, it talks about the Masons that Solomon got, that was the builders. They was building the temple, and they had different agriculture and temple workers that knew how to build and had the understanding of secret ancient writings. Well, go ahead, Kjudah.
Now, everything you saying is facts. Like my brother just said, we are Masons because we are the builders of our people to encourage them, to build them, to strengthen their faith. We builders. So when you hear people say, oh man, this man told me he a Mason. We are Masons. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. The people that was building for Solomon was called Masons because they was building. They was builders. So like we can't allow people to take things that belong to us, flip it on us, and then condemn us with our own writings. So let me open up the window because, like I say, we going somewhere with this, family. Now that you didn't seen the 1964 Civil Rights Act, right? I just want to open up this window because I just want to read something to you because there's something going on over the internet on TikTok and different social media platforms that Trump is trying to bring back segregation. And even if he was, it would be a good thing for us. It would be a blessing for us. But that's not what he invoked the Lyndon B. Johnson executive order for. That's not what it was for. But it would be good if that was what it for. Like, we wouldn't be tripping. That's why we're doing the line dance and, where them fans at. Like, our people ain't tripping off for nothing. But we do got to get serious and get our house in order too now. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our house in order. So let me show this.
All it would do would give us an opportunity to get away from them, which I don't have a problem with. A lot of other people or some people may feel some type of way and will say, why you want to get away from them? Well, the Lord tell us to separate from them. You see what I'm saying? You can do business with them. We can sell to them, sell a dead calf and stuff like that to say we can't eat it. If the calf died, we can sell it to another nation. Yeah, you can do business with them. But as far as integration, the way that we are living together, did you hear about the black guy who recently just got beat up by the police, came to his house and beat him up because he was dealing with a white woman?
I didn't even hear about that, Sham. Wow.
Yeah, this just happened, family. A black man got beat up bad by the police because he was messing with a white woman. They came to his house and beat the man up real bad. And I try to tell people, man, I understand society, the way that things work today, but the Lord hates race mixing. We have to stop race mixing. So people may say, "Oh, that was wrong," and you want to feel bad for him, but guess what? That could be judgment from the Most High, telling him to get away from her. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, KG.
No, everything you're saying is 100 because look, man, I think people get me and my brother confused on our position. So I want to say it here now. There was a brother that came to me and he asked, he said, man, I'm with a Caucasian woman. And I told him, well, I mean, you're already with the woman and have a child. So raise your household and teach your child the scriptures. Teach your household the scriptures. That doesn't mean I agree with interracial relationships, fam. And this is what I'm saying. If our people already done it in ignorance, that was in ignorance. But you got a lot of our people doing it while they know the knowledge and the truth. That's a
Right.
problem. That's a problem.
Exactly.
So I'm not condemning nobody by who you got with before this knowledge came to you. You got to just teach your household the ways of Yah. And you can't just leave your child or leave your family because well, somebody might say, well, they did it in Nehemiah and Ezra time. Well, they also was in their land too. You see what I'm saying? They also was back home in the time of Nehemiah and Ezra. They was back home from that Persian captivity. So if you're in your own land, you can make different decisions than you can if you're in somebody else's land. So when they were putting them women away and putting them children away, they was at home. I can't tell you what to do because we're in another man's land, and I'm not above y'all to put myself in the shoes to give you decisions or tell you these are the decisions you should make. Man, I'm not. No, I can't do that, bro. So I'm not telling you I agree with it because I don't, because the scriptures don't agree with it, especially if you're doing it while you know better and you still doing it. That's a problem in Yah's eyes. But people that do things without knowing, you can't be held accountable for what you don't know. Paul say, without the law, I was alive. But when the law came, I died. Why? Because the law convict you. It lets you know what you're doing wrong. So the old Paul died and he started keeping the law. So I don't agree with interracial relationship. I don't believe if you lay down with a white woman, your child's still an Israelite. I don't believe if you lay down with an Asian woman, an Indian woman, a Hispanic woman, a Mexican woman. I don't believe that because the Bible don't support that. Even if you tell me, well, you are what your father is, even that don't even mean that in the book of Numbers chapter 1. He was talking about armies who was fit to go to war. Who was fit, and then like Sham didn't said it 1,000 times. The Most High is looking for your pedigree, which is pure breed, pure blood, pure blood. Pit bull with another pit bull is going to have a pedigree pit bull that's purebred. German Shepherd with a Rottweiler, that dog is going to be a half-breed dog mixed with Rottweiler and German Shepherd, a mutt. It ain't going to be strong as if it's a Doberman Pinscher and a Doberman Pinscher. They're going to have a full-blood Doberman Pinscher. So that's all I'm saying. So I don't want nobody to give me a say, well, Kjudah, I think he agree with. No, I don't. I don't, because the Bible don't support it, man. So whoever you in relationship with, I'm not fit to be like stand on it, and I'm just gonna give you the truth, and you do what you want to do with it. But I don't agree with it because the Bible don't support it. And look at what our brothers going through doing this. Look at what you're going through, brothers and sisters. You mean to tell me you want to go through this in this society where you getting beat up, where you getting called nigga, when you being disrespected? Because the person that's in the passenger side of you is Caucasian, and you got to go through all these hula hoops, jumping through different doors just to be accepted by people that'll never accept you. They don't want you with their women. They don't want you with their men. They don't. So why do it? Why? I'm just asking, why do it? Well, man, I'm going to have a problem if I get with the black woman or if I get with the black man. Man, you're going to have way more problem when you get with them than with your sister and brother. Go ahead, Sham.
I say, man, everything you saying, passionate, brother, and I feel you. Just leave these people alone, man. Leave them alone. Walk away, run away. That's all you got to do. And I ain't trying to be facetious or evil or mean, man, but just leave the people alone. Be with your own kind. That's
it,
all
man.
I'm saying. You
Yep.
know, the brother, he met him not with a got beat. But I'm just saying, I don't feel bad for him, even though he might not know the truth. But that's just how I am now when I see people that are race mixing. I cannot feel bad for people that are race mixing, especially a black man that's with a white woman, especially a black woman that's with a white man. Because
Yep.
that stuff that happened to the sister with the football player, and then she still stayed with him after she beat him up, and then he finally went to jail, and that woman damn near died, and she still was with the white boy. Now make it make sense, K Judah.
Make it
If
make
that
sense.
was a black guy, she would have been got that man locked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She wouldn't been with him after that. But that's the foolishness of black women and and now men. Just like a white girl that killed her boyfriend that was black, shot him, talking about she was cleaning a gun. Come on, yo. You was cleaning a gun and all of a sudden you shot him and he died and you crying. You see what I'm saying? But that's the type of stuff that go on. But people don't see the signs with that and the lessons that the Most High be trying to show out people. And it's sad that that this stuff has to happen, and we still don't wake up behind it.
Still don't wake up. Like you said, still don't wake up, bro. But I want you to look at this bill, this Civil Rights Act. I want you to see what it say because I'm about to paint a picture. Now check this out. It say this act signed into law by President Lyndon Johnson on July the 2nd, 1964, prohibit discrimination in public places, provided for the integration of schools and other public facilities, and made employment discrimination illegal. It was the most sweeping civil rights legislation since Reconstruction. So I don't need to read the whole thing. So when Trump invoked the executive order that Lyndon B. Johnson signed a year after this, you can't use this no more in federal contractors about, oh, I'm a woman, my race, my orientation. No, that don't work no more. But you are still protected by the law if it was to happen according to this bill. They still can get sued. Y'all see what I'm saying? This 1964 bill don't have nothing to do with when Trump invoked the Lyndon B. Johnson 112646 bill, that executive order. That was only for federal contractors. Let me show you this so it can make sense. Y'all see this? This is the executive order that Lyndon B. Johnson put into place, and I want you to hear what it say. It sounds just like you can't discriminate, just like the Civil Rights Act, right? But watch what this say. It say Executive Order 11246 signed by Lyndon B. Johnson was an executive order of the Article 2 branch of the United States federal government in place from 1965, that was a year after the Civil Rights Bill, to 2025, specifying non-discriminatory practices and affirmative action. Affirmative action and DEI is not the same thing. Affirmative action gets you a seat at the table. DEI just gets you in the room. You got to know the difference. And I know y'all do, but I'm just saying for the people that don't. The affirmative action gets you a seat at the table. DEI, which really don't affect us at all. Go look at the TikTok videos and look at who DEI affected. Is white women. They making videos boo-hooing and crying. So affirmative action gets you a seat at the table. So when Trump invoked that executive order, you can't use affirmative action no more in federal contractors that you can get a job based on, man, my race, they discriminating against me. They did this because I'm black. They did this because I'm white, because it don't just affect black people.
Or what they would use, trans.
There you go. Thank you, Sham. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And that's why I believe Trump really did it for y'all. I believe Trump used this executive order, this is just my opinion, to stop trans from going in restroom with little kids. So now they don't gotta let you into their facilities no more. You can't be dressed as you can't be a man dressed as a woman going in the little girl's restroom.
Right, because then they'll say they'll try to use discrimination, because see, a lot of people don't understand this too. LGBTQ community, they was using the black struggle for its discrimination of race, color, creed, and trying to integrate that with the movement of slavery. And that's why you had a lot of people fussing with them, saying you cannot compare slavery to you wanting to have a sex change and do a sex act. And that was one of the biggest issues. And that's why they were using that to promote their agenda of, well, I should have the same rights as, people who were slaves, and they did this because they was discriminated against. That was another big issue with the whole LGBTQ community movement as well. They used the black civil rights struggle to fuel their agenda against wanting to be trans or into same-sex marriages. That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely, Sham. A sister asked us, Sham, read the scrolls. She say, is there a pedigree of Israelites today that is untarnished and truly Israelites? Is if there is, would
Yes.
it be over in Israel still, or of the Israelites scattered abroad?
No, it's many untarnished Israelites. Some of them are in Africa that never mixed, Ethiopia, different places over there. And then you got Israelites over here that's untarnished, because we'll be considered untarnished, or all over the world that's not mixed, or our bloodline probably was cleaned back up in 3 generations.
There
Because
you
3
go.
generations,
There you go.
your bloodline is cleaned back up. That's the
Yep.
point of first, second, and third generation.
Yep.
So
I'm
a
sorry,
lot of us are.
I
Oh,
apologize.
go ahead, KJ.
No,
No,
I apologize. That's a brother. Okay, go ahead, Sham. My bad.
okay. Yeah, because you got many Israelites today that are considered pure blood because of our genealogy, as far as us not having no mixed tarnished blood in us from generations on down. The blood been cleaned back up. You find examples of that in the scriptures, even with Ephraim and Manasseh, uh, um, Joseph's sons being mixed and let to the congregation in the 3rd generation. Go ahead, KJ.
My brother said it all. Jacob adopted Joseph's children in order for them to get inheritance according to their father. Because remember, their father wasn't going to live forever. So Joseph, 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, represent one tribe, which is their father. They do not represent 2 tribes as their father. They represent one tribe. Even when you go to Genesis 49, whose name is right there? Is it Ephraim and Manasseh, or is it Joseph? Joseph is the original 12, family. Even when you read Exodus chapter 1, Joseph is the original 12, not his 2 sons. So I just wanted to say that. So even when you look at us, like my brother just said, by the time you get to the 3rd and 4th generation, you didn't already cleaned your blood back up. And that's why the Most High gave us 3 and 4 generations, so we can cleanse ourselves, breathe back into the fold as a natural Israelite. Meaning that if your child get with a white woman and have a biracial child, that biracial child would have to get with a Israelite woman, and they have some children. And them children would have to also get with an Israelite woman or Israelite man, and they have some children. Guess what they doing? They are cleansing the blood. It takes 3 and 4 generations to wipe out a seed. It takes 3 and 4 generations to cleanse a seed. Go ahead, Sham.
Right. But you were saying breathing in and breathing out.
Yes,
and to the brother Moshe Yahuwah, he will cleanse our blood and restore us to a pure language. But mainly a lot of that is going to happen in the wilderness. A lot of the pure blood cleanses is going to happen in the wilderness, because a lot of Israelites is going to die in there from those 40 years in the wilderness, Kjudah?
Yep, absolutely.
Which is 4 generations right there. Then we'll be ready to enter in Israel. A lot of the blood is going to be cleaned up right there in the wilderness anyway. So, and we'll be learning during that time from the Messiah anyway. But a lot of the blood will be cleaned up right there in the wilderness, because a lot of our people will die right there in the wilderness. So that is factual, a lot of us ain't going to make it in the kingdom during that period of time anyway. So that's going to be
Right.
cleaning up of the blood, because children are still going to be born during that time.
Absolutely.
And
That's facts.
those pure-blooded Israelites, especially those children, mainly a lot of them will be the ones entering in the kingdom. And as our brother Yasan said, right, the tribe of Dan, he's also mentioned as one of the original 12 Israelites that will be one of the tribes. I mean, not original 12, but one of the tribes of Israelites, because Manasseh is not a tribe, nor Ephraim. They are adopted sons that's represent one tribe, their father Joseph. But
Already.
as a tribe or individual, they're not. People say that, but truthfully, as the 12 gates, no, they're not.
Absolutely. But
Uh,
read the scrolls. What we'll do is when me and my brother get done, then we'll answer your other questions. But this not going to be long at all. Once we get done with this, we'll go into the scriptures, because we would rather read the scriptures to y'all so y'all can go read them. So when Sham just say children still going to be born, that's in Isaiah 65. You can go read that in Isaiah 65, and you will see that children still going to be being born
he's asking
at
about
that
the
time.
Caribbean mixing and the Black American mixing. I ain't
Okay.
never had a question like that one, but okay.
Yeah, we got a Sham. This not gonna be long anyway. So once we get done with
Yeah.
this Sham, then we'll answer all questions. We'll answer all their
Mhm.
questions in the chat. So I just wanted to show y'all this. So y'all see this executive order? This the one that Trump invoked. The Lyndon B. Johnson 11246. You can't use affirmative action against this no more. Federal contractors. They don't have to hire you because you black. They don't have to hire you because you're a woman. This don't have nothing to do with the 1964 bill, because guess what? You still protected by the laws, and they still have to obey the laws. So they still can't discriminate. I'm just telling you that affirmative action can't be used in federal contractors. But we still protected under the laws of the land. So Trump is not bringing back segregation or any of those things. I mean, there's still laws put in place against that. So this only applies to federal contractors, family. Most people, that's like what? 80% of us, we just got, regular jobs, you know? So this don't got nothing to do with us. But if he was to bring segregation back, black people wouldn't be tripping. I think it'd be a good thing for us to separate from these people and get our minds right and get our house in order and be able to learn how to be amongst each other, because we scattered, family. So when we get among each other, because we don't know each other, there's not an instant connection. We have a universal connection because who we are according to the spirit. We the children of Israel, but we don't have that instant connection because we scattered everywhere and we don't trust each other. So these things that he invoked mainly was for federal contractors, family. It wasn't for a majority of the people that work in America. So when you hear people keep saying, oh man, bring segregation back, even though that's not what he was saying, but if he was to bring it back, we wouldn't be tripping, because our food gonna taste good. We're gonna have fun and dance together and praise Yah and do all those things. So they can't do that. They even begging us on TikTok, please don't separate. White people food nasty. They can't cook. It's gonna be boring. This what they saying, fam. This was what they saying. So I just wanted to show that. But then look, I want to show this one. This is something that me and my brother gonna deal with right now. Because like I say, this ain't gonna be long. We need to deal with separation versus segregation. We need to deal with separation versus segregation, and what is the difference. Anything you want to add, Sham? Before, hold on, let me see. Did y'all see that? Okay, there you go. Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm watching.
Okay, this is separation versus segregation. I want y'all to hear what Martin Luther King said, because he said something that was very powerful about separation versus segregation. Y'all know what our people always wanted? Separation. Our people did not care about being integrated with white folk. Our people did not care about being integrated with white folk, people. Martin Luther King came along and he wanted to integrate. But before he wanted to integrate, once he realized the truth, look at what he said, y'all. Martin Luther King said this. Martin Luther King said, we have fought a hard and long. He said, we have fought hard and long for integration, as I believe we should have. And I know that we will win. But I come to believe we integrated into a burning house. And I'm afraid that America may be losing what more vision she may have had. And I'm afraid that even as we integrate, we are walking into a place that does not understand that this nation needs to be deeply concerned with the plight of the poor and disenfranchised. Until we commit ourselves to ensuring that the underclass is given justice and opportunity, we will continue to perpetrate the anger and violence that tears at the soul of this nation. We didn't need integration, family. We did not need no integration. Separation is what we need back then, and separation is what we need now. In order for us to get our mind right as a people, we must separate to cleanse our soul, to truly come back to Yah, to truly be focused, to truly be sincere. We must separate from all things of America. Now, you still got to work. If you got the business, you still got to provide for your family. He say, occupy till I come. So, you know, you got to occupy, but our minds need to be cleansed of America, family, because we have invested and we are embedded into this place in the mind. In the mind. Why you think so many people gonna die when we leave this place? Because they are entrenched into this place, man. They ain't gonna want to leave this place. Some of these people doing good in this place. You think they gonna want to give all that up to eat some bread in the wilderness? That's how they gonna be thinking. Oh, where the water at? Oh man, we ain't got no food. Man, I was eating good, man. You brought us here. They're not gonna make it, man. They're not gonna make it. Go ahead, Sham.
Now, I wanted to say, Kjudah. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. Hold on, it was right there in my head. About I was about to say something about the. I'm sorry, I forgot. My bad. I gotta think it back again. It was just my head.
Okay.
It was about the integration stuff. It just slipped out my mind so fast. But go ahead.
I just want to read a little bit.
Oh, wait, I got it. I just realized this what it was.
You got it.
Right.
Go ahead.
Malcolm X was killed because he was preaching and teaching about the segregation of the Negroes, not dealing with the other nations. Remember, that was the main reason why he was murdered, because he was saying we needed to separate and Negroes need to worry about Negroes and build us everything up for Negroes, which I agree with. Malcolm X was 100% right on what he was saying back then, that the Negroes need to detach from everybody else and fix black people. That way we can have a position into the market. And see, and Malcolm X was ahead of his time, and when they realized, that was the main reason why they took him out, because Malcolm X was right. See, a lot of people wanted to always paint Malcolm as a bad guy, and he didn't love people and he didn't do this, but Malcolm realized the truth behind what was wrong with us as a people and how we was being held back. He knew that us integrating and what Martin Luther King was doing wasn't right, because we wouldn't have anything for our own. Even when you go back and look at Fred Hampton, look how much they hated Fred Hampton and how they even still shoot up the man grave to this day, because he was all about taking care of our own. See, the problem is what we see now is the government has become the father of the Negro, the mother of the Negro, and they just want to put you on their system. But it's no more leadership where, hey, we got food programs, breakfast programs where we feeding our own kids, teaching our own kids. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah?
Absolutely.
That's why they done that. So Fred Hampton was a threat because of his state of mind and thought. Malcolm X was a threat because of his state of mind and thought. It's like, no, these Negroes going to get free and they're going to start building these empires again, and they're not going to need us. So anybody who think like them, we must eliminate. Why? Because you'll start planting these seeds into other people's mind to have them to think like they're thinking. And that is a threat to us. That's all I
Absolutely.
wanted to say.
That is certified facts. Certified facts, my brother. So now y'all see I have on the screen what is affirmative action. And I just want to read a little bit of this because then it's going to make sense when I get down to one of these. Okay. It's a early civil rights and foundations, 1940 to the 1960s. It's a in 1941 during World War II, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 8802, which banned racial discrimination in the defense industry. This was one of the first government actions aimed at promoting equal opportunities for minorities in employment. In the 1950s and 60s, the civil rights movement gained momentum, pushing for laws that would dismantle segregation and discrimination. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy issued Executive Order 10925, officially introducing the term affirmative action. This required government contractors. Do this sound familiar, y'all? Government contractors to take proactive steps to ensure equal employment and opportunity rather than just avoiding discrimination. Now, here go the one I'm trying to get to. It say in 1964, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, making discrimination in employment and education illegal, addressing employment discrimination. In 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson issued Executive Order 11246, which requires federal contractors to implement affirmative action. This is what they don't have to do no more. This is what Trump got rid of. And I'm going to show you a video about how this woman lost her job because Trump removed affirmative action. And she actually lost her federal job. And she talking about, oh, I don't know why I voted for Trump. I'm so mad I voted for him. Oh, you lost your job. Now you mad you voted for him. Y'all know how these people get down. Once things don't go that way, you might as well put them in a baby crib because they going to scream all night. Just give them a bottle. Put a bottle in their mouth for a pacifier because they finna complain, cry, whine, yell. So I just wanted to show y'all that the one at the bottom, 1965, this is what Trump invoked. This executive order. That they don't have to use affirmative action no more to give you a job. All that, my race, my gender, my orientation, you know, how you living, Trump got rid of that. And like I say, I think he did it also to stop transgenders and the LGBTQ people from thinking you could just go in the restroom with little kids. All right, Sham, I'm going to show this video real quick and then I don't really got too much more after that and we can answer their questions, but all right, before I show y'all Malcolm X, since I just read affirmative action, listen to the woman. We're going to go ahead and go to her. Listen to this, y'all.
I had the shirt. I was a MAGA junkie.
A MAGA junkie who thought her government job would be safe with Donald Trump in office. She was wrong.
I cried. It's scary, you know, it's a really scary thing. And I was embarrassed.
He's a good boy. Pigott was abruptly fired last month from the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service, based here in Parkersburg, West Virginia. The reason given for the firings of 125 probationary employees at the Bureau? Poor performance.
I had my last review on the 31st of January, and I had the highest rating that you can get on a review, less than 21 days before I was terminated for my performance.
You voted for Donald Trump.
I did.
Do you regret that vote?
Yes, I do. To cut the knees out of the working class Americans just doesn't make sense to me. I expected more from President Donald Trump.
Since speaking out, Pigott says she's received death threats and her home has been egged.
There y'all go. Y'all see that? Y'all see how it didn't protect her family? So this just don't affect our people. It affect anybody that's got a federal job. They just fired a black man from a black museum. Straight up. That boy say, yeah, this is my last day in the office. I'm telling you, like, look, man, we need separation. All the stuff that Donald Trump doing It ain't just, and then everybody always think stuff just affecting us. Now it's affecting everybody. Now y'all crying. But when things just affect us, everybody just turn their face. Well, we ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the Negro problem. Oh, so now is everybody problem. What y'all think these people doing? You black people are so wrong. Like, y'all need to humble yourself. That's sad that y'all don't want to gather with other people. We need to unite. Oh, now we need to unite. But before, it was you Negroes stay over there. Get away from us. But now we need to unite. Now we don't need to do nothing. This is America that you love. Now that Donald Trump is removing certain things, now everybody is upset. Now everybody is mad. Now you hate you voted for the man. So affirmative action doesn't protect you no more. Now you can't go in there screaming discrimination because I'm a woman. It doesn't protect you. He removed that out the way. But that don't mean they still don't have to follow the laws. Like, they still can't discriminate with other laws that's put in place. They know they still can get sued because somebody just sued a company for that. So I'm just telling you that as far as federal contractors go, this does not apply to a majority of us. Like 80% of us, this like 20% of the people that have federal jobs. This do not have nothing to do with the 80% of most of us. I don't got no federal job. My job ain't implement nothing like this. My job, man, dog, they got all kind of lawsuits. I'm serious. And it don't got nothing to do with, well, I hope it don't.
But it was
Discrimination.
better for us anyway, though, Kjudah, because a lot of those jobs, L people not in them anyway.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
So,
We got in them anyway.
Yeah, we wasn't in no jobs anyway. We in the bottom feeder jobs. Even when you work in the hospital, you'll see most of the black people in the cleaning jobs, and now they try to move the Mexicans in there, and then now a lot of them is being moved out because they've been sent back by ICE and stuff like that.
Right.
And
Right.
because they trying to give them the jobs that, like Trump said, the black jobs, which they are black jobs, because a lot of people want to work them jobs because they don't want to do nothing else. They don't want to go to school. Then you have a small percentage of black people that will go to school and will hire their education and get into other fields to make, life better for them. And then you have the ones who just don't want to do it. They'd rather just clean floors, scrub toilets for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? They okay with making minimum wage, you know what I'm saying, or what you want to call minimum wage, whatever it is. Not trying to be funny, but I didn't witness it at my job. People refuse to stop working themselves to death, scrubbing floors, and I'd be like, man, you doing this for 20, 30 years, and this is all you willing to do? Like, you got because I talk a lot with the union at my job, and I'm real cool with the people, and they be like, all these programs are set up for our people that's in these positions, and the lady told me, she said they won't take advantage of it. You got housing program for you to go to school to be a nurse or anything that you want, and for HVAC, plumbing, our people do not take advantage. They rather just sit around, clean toilets, wipe windows, and make a small amount of money.
And I want to say this, Sham, to go back to something. Before they signed that 1964 Civil Rights Act, it was only certain jobs that our ancestors can do, family, like cleaning white folks' houses, jobs like that. But once they gave us equal opportunity, oh my God, we just blew that thing out the water. And that's why they didn't want us to have these opportunities. So I just wanted to say that they only wanted our ancestors to do certain jobs that they knew they wouldn't do, like cleaning their toilets, cleaning their house, probably taking out their trash, just working for them, because we got to keep it real. They are lazy people. What have they built? Like, can somebody just put in the chat for me? What hard labor have they performed? I mean, hard labor, really putting in work. They don't do it. Other people put in work. They just want to be the overseers of those who do put in work.
Right.
And we got to stop listening to media. I don't know where y'all work, but at my job, the hardest working people that I work with is my brothers. Everybody got this thing going around with Mexicans are the hardest working people. Maybe that's for you At my job, my brothers are the hardest working people. I didn't work at all fields. I didn't work at plenty of jobs. And my brothers be in there handling their business and taking care of their family. Our people are the hardest working people. We are not a lazy people. So I don't know why our people say stuff like, oh, the Mexicans is the hardest working people. No, they're not. No, they not. They work hard, but they don't work harder than us because we always have to work 10 times as hard as everybody else just to get where we trying to go. So how they work harder than us when we got to work 10 times as harder?
Facts. And I
Go
don't
ahead.
believe that they're the hardest working people. I think they're the smartest working people because they know in unity with all of them, they like to work together to get the job done. That way they all can relax. Black people just want to do their part. And even though they know, oh, this person need to hold his weight, but this person might be old or can't hold their weight, but they can hold a small portion of weight. They'll start saying, man, you just lazy. You don't want to do nothing. Well, sometimes that's not the case. Some people have put in work for years. They tired. They old. They can't keep up. See, Mexicans don't look at it that way. They look at it as, look, Holmes, we're going to get the job done and pick up our fellow brother. That's the
Right.
difference from Mexicans and black people. We always want to be in competition or feel like we better than our own. So that's what I believe it's about Mexicans. I believe they the smartest working people when it comes to being in unity.
Because they work together.
Black people is the dumbest working people when it comes to those portions because we always feel like we're trying to get over on each other. And sometimes that's just not the case.
And they'll tell on their brother too.
Exactly.
They'll tell on their brother. Don't y'all know? And I could say this over live. I have never went in the office on none of my brothers, even when they tried to sabotage my job. I'm not going in the office on my brother. You know what? My mind work like this. I'm gonna let you get you fired. I'm not gonna get you fired because I won't be able to sleep with myself knowing that I allow my heart to be have that type of malice to where I go get you fired. Now you get yourself fired. Now you might tell on me, but I'm not telling on you because I want to be able to have a clear conscience when I'm laying down at night, knowing that I ain't have no malice. I didn't go in there and sabotage your job where you can't take care of your family. And every time they didn't went in the office on me, crying and whining, guess who end up getting fired from the job? Not me. I'm still on the job.
You okay?
They gone off the job. So when you do things against your brother or your sister with malice, the Most High gonna judge righteously. Because I don't tell on my brothers, I will lie for you before I tell on you, Negro. Everybody else do it. Mexicans lie all the time for each other. So Sham is correct. They work together. They don't even have to know each other. And they are lie for their Mexican brother against you. But you gonna side with the Mexicans against your brother just to get them fired. Yeah, man, I don't like that nigga anyway, man. Yeah, man, you need to get him up out of here. It's sad, man. I done seen so many brothers, even though they work hard, they would sabotage their brother job, dog, just to get in good graces of the bosses and the manager, thinking you gonna get a raise. And most managers don't like snitches. You think they like a snitch. White folks don't like snitches. White folk respect black men that stand up on they 10 toes and will buck they behind. That's what they respect. They don't like no snitch. You think they like a snitch. I heard my boss tell me one time, and I don't like nobody coming in the office telling on their workers. He said, because I can't trust them, they'll tell on me. That's what my boss told me.
Yeah,
White
because
man
they be
told me
doing
that.
wrong themselves. That's why they be stealing themselves. A lot of people don't know that. They think because somebody in upper management or corporate that they ain't stealing.
Right.
They the biggest thieves, the ones who make the most money, because they become so cheap. They want free handouts on everything. They just feel like they deserve free handouts.
Right. My boss told me that, Sham. He say, when people come in my office and they telling on people and always coming in my office complaining about this and that, he say, I can't trust people like that because they'll do me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he say you don't tell on your coworker. He say you don't care what they do. They can come in here and tell on you and all that. He said, I never seen you come in here and tell on none of your coworkers. I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna do that, especially not my brothers, man. I will lie for my brothers before I go in the office and say, yeah, I heard them say that. They asked me, hey man, did you hear one of your coworkers say this? I ain't gonna say his name. My partner from New Orleans, though. He said something to a Mexican guy. And I got mad at my partner from New Orleans because I was like, why would you tell them that, dog? They gonna go in there and say you said that. And guess what the Mexicans did? They teamed up on my partner from New Orleans. So you got 3 against 1. I go in the office and lie for him. They didn't believe me because it's 3 against 1. But I did lie for him, though. I said, nah, he didn't say that. And he got fired because it was 3 against 1. 3 Mexicans against a black guy. What y'all think? Who you think gonna win? The 3 Mexicans won. And I got mad at my partner because he did say what he said, but I just lied. Now I ain't hear him say nothing. I heard him say it, but I wasn't finna say I heard him say it. Because I'm going to do with my brother the same way they do with their brother. Lie. Sham, check this out. This is what me and Sham, and then we almost done. I got like 2 more videos, and that's it. So look, Sham, this is what we was talking about, y'all. Separation versus segregation. Here you go.
Is it fair to say, as a generality and as a succinct way to put it, that you believe in segregation of the races?
No, segregation is that which is, Mr. Muhammad says that segregation is that which is forced upon inferiors by superiors. Separation is done voluntarily by 2 equals. You never refer to the Oriental community in which Orientals live exclusively as a segregated community because they live there voluntarily. Everything there is controlled by them. The economy, the politics, the civic organizations, but the Negro community is referred to as a segregated community because Negroes are forced to live in that community contrary to their will, and they don't control the businesses of their community. They don't control the politics of their community, nor their social life. White man doesn't even come into my attitude. Mr. Muhammad teaches us to love our own kind and let the white man take care of himself. For a white man today, sir, after kidnapping millions of black people from Africa, stripping them of all human characteristics, and relegating them to the role of cattle or animals, commodity, merchandise that could be bought and sold at will, and then 100 years since the Emancipation Proclamation, using every type of deceptive method to further us into slavery, called second-class citizenship, I think that it would take a whole lot of nerve for white people today to ask Negroes, do they hate me?
Did y'all now, Sham, I want y'all to pay attention to something that he said that a lot of people keep trying to use on us, family. And guess what it is? Well, everybody been through a form of slavery, but guess what? You've never been through chattel slavery. See, we not dumb people. We know your little wordplay. Nobody else has been through chattel slavery. So stop it. Because our slavery continues. And guess what? You receive recompense, or what you want to call it, reparations, for what you've been through. We have not received anything of what we have been through. Anything. Right. So stop it with the everybody been through slavery and no. We went through chattel slavery. And it was also a world war against the children of Israel. So stop it. That don't work on us with this. Everybody done been through slavery, and even blacks had other blacks in slavery. First of all, y'all keep trying to say blacks sold other blacks. Africans, Hamites, and Israelites, Shemites, we are 2 different people. So Africans did not sell other Africans. They showed the white man where we was in the west coast of Africa, and they helped them out. Tyree and Sidon, to tell you, and Joel, how they sold us to the Grecians for musket, what they call it, Sham? Guns and what else?
Mustard, guns, and wine.
There you go. There you go, family. So we're not playing that game. Oh, Africans sold Africans. Man, we more educated than we was before. We have books. Sham got a library. I have books. We read. That's not true. Africans wasn't selling other Africans. They only call us that because where we fled to. And we know that you're going to always be called based on the land in which you dwell. We are called African American, but we are not an African American. You see what I'm saying?
And they said that because we look similar.
Because we look similar. So there you go. We fled to a place where we can blend in with the people which we look like, but that doesn't mean we're the same people. Because
facts.
Africans sold Israelites. Israelites did not sell Africans. Even though we wrong for selling our brother Joseph, we wrong. Don't get me wrong. We know we
Facts.
sold our brother, but at the end of the day, it was a blessing what they did because the Most High used Joseph as a blessing. What they did to us, ain't no blessing come out of that, Sham.
Right. And the thing is, what you had with us and them was what you call tribal warfare.
Talk to
Just
me.
different tribes fighting territorial on our land. We want to get them off our land. That's
Thanks.
pretty much basically what it is, tribal warfare.
Tribal warfare.
So and we see that even in the movie Apocalypto, when they was killing their own people to get water, rain, and stuff so they can grow crops and corn. You see what I'm saying? Who was they kidnapping of their own, Kjudah, their own people,
Their own
sacrificing their own people.
Yep.
So when they try to make it like, oh, you sold your own, that's not true. You see what I'm saying? And all those people that was fighting during that time, they all was not even considered the same people, but they was different tribes. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So all Asian people ain't the same because the Japanese ain't the same as the Chinese or the Lebanese. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
They might be of the Asian races, but they're gonna tell you we're not the same people.
Facts, my brother. Now we did all of this and told you all of this to get to this. I gotta open up this window. Got 2 more videos and we'll be done. 3 more videos and we'll be done. So let me open up my window because I want to show you this. Now, y'all been seeing on TikTok, a lot of videos going around telling black people, this is on us. Don't come out here on April the 5th. This is on us. You didn't done enough. Family, don't fall for the hype. First of all, you're doing it on the Saturday. Second of all, we keep the Shabbat. Third of all, this has everything to do with you and DEI. DEI does not benefit us. DEI does not benefit us. So all this marching is for this, y'all. Look at this picture. This is what they're going out there for. Medicaid, Social Security, jobs, fair elections, public lands, veteran service. Man, these people are going out there fighting for their rights and what's been taken from them, family. They're not fighting for us. Look, we must stop Trump and Musk illegal billionaire power grab. Saturday, April the 5th. Man, Negro, if you don't stay home and sit down, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Let them go fight for the things that's been taken from them because this their American dream. That's becoming American nightmare. So let them go out there and fight for all the things that they used to laugh at other people about, condemn other people about. Now the tables have turned. Now they gonna talk about black people. Well, you should come out there with us and we should unite. Unite on the basis of what? What are we uniting for? We have never been united. So let's keep it that way. Keep the same energy that you had in the 60s. Keep the same energy that you had in the 70s. Keep the same energy that you had in the 80s. No. We shouldn't unite now. Let's keep it separate. Let's keep this separation going. Now, all of a sudden, they going out there to march against Trump, but they voted for Trump. Y'all see this? White people always cry wolf when things don't go their way, family. Now, let me show you this.
And
Go ahead,
this. Now I want to say this real fast, and it's not for us, up to us to march or fight against the powers that be anyway, because the Most High set that power up for a reason. So my thing is, we know Israelites, we supposed to be self-governed as far as our people, even though we're a nation in exile. It's not for me to sit here and go out my wits and go crazy over what's going to happen in the political world because it's supposed to happen. I keep telling people we can't stop the prophecies. So this stuff that's going on, it is what it is. That's why for me, I don't go crazy about it. Even at my job when they always want me to vote and say, can I do this? And I'm like, no, because who I am, I'm not allowed to be involved in the political realm. I'm non-affiliated with any political party because nobody can represent me as a Hebrew Israelite Jew that's not of my people. So I don't really have a say on what Trump doing and what they doing. I don't care. If it's not affecting me 100% personally, I don't care. They're going to do what they're going to do anyway. And just because they say it don't mean I have to live by it.
Absolutely, Sham. So look, we got 3 more videos and that's it. And we'll answer y'all questions, any questions y'all have. Now remember, me and my brother went through all this to show you how we are being distracted. Look at what these militia groups are doing. Pedro just put it in the chat. Psalms 83. It warned us about all the heathens that are confederate against us, right? So I'm not saying, look, man, there's a balance in life. You still got to live your life, Israel. But while you living your life, your antennas need to always be up. Don't be living your life and having so much fun to where you become blind and not knowing what's going on around you. And it just catch you unawares. You know, live your life and enjoy yourself, but your antennas and your, your guard is up. You looking, you watching, you know what's going on around you. You know the signs of the times. You know what's coming. Live your life that way. You know what I'm saying? Because look at what these white militia groups are doing.
Channel 5 investigates the neo-Nazis next door, a large hate group that our investigation discovered is expanding its presence right here in Tennessee. Good evening to you. I'm Carrie Sharp. That group, the so-called Patriot Front, is probably best known for plastering our communities with their hate-filled posters and graffiti. Now our investigation has uncovered new videos that reveal the group is also preparing for battle. Chief investigative reporter Phil Williams is continuing as hate comes to
battle with who, y'all? Y'all listen to what they saying. Who are they looking to go to battle with? We're not bothering them. We're not even worried about these people. So who are they preparing to go to battle with, family? You got to ask yourself. These people are so hate-filled, but this is not done by accident. Remember, in order for the Most High to get his people to come back to him, he's going to cause certain circumstances to happen in our lives. They're going to cause you to yell out, "Yah, please, Father, help me." Our people ain't doing it now. You just going about, oh, man, I don't care about that Bible. Man, nobody, man, we've been reading that Bible for almost 400 years. God don't hear us. He don't care about us. He don't do nothing for us. That's what y'all been saying, some of y'all. But guess what? He gonna get your attention. These people are training. We need to be training and getting our minds right. You need to be getting your body right. Because it's coming, family. And while everybody keep telling you, oh man, we already been through Jacob's trouble. Let me tell you something. You could believe what you want to believe. The Bible says a time is coming that has never happened before. I get to go to work. I get to go to the movies. I get to enjoy myself. I get to take the kids out. Man, what I'm going through is you talking about, we already been through that. When? When? It started from 70 AD, but I'm asking you, when have we went through a time to where there's pressure? My brother Sham, he making good money. He go to work. He taking care of his family. Ain't nobody asking me, hey, do you believe in the Lord? And put my head under guillotine. Hey, you believe in the Lord? Yahweh? Yeah, I do. Locking me up in jail. Ain't nobody doing that, family. He say when that day come, they gonna lock you in jail. They gonna hate you. Your family gonna give you up. They gonna kill you. Man, who being killed according to their fate right now? Nobody, family. So we ain't been through this time yet. Even though people keep saying, yeah, we have been through this time. When? We ain't been through what our ancestors been through. We got breathing room. They had no breathing room. You got breathing room, and you still won't come back to Yah. They had no breathing room, and they was crying for Yah. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming back to bring us home overjoyed. What the Negro doing? Man, nobody care about what God talking about. He don't listen to us. And then y'all disrespect the Most High too. Just disrespectful. But he gonna get your attention because I'm about to play this button and look at what they doing. Go ahead, Sham. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say this real quick. But one thing I will say, family, y'all better get your diet right. You better get your food intake right. when Jacob's trouble really start, the suffering come, and learn how to do combat, physical combat, and start exercising. Because guess what? When you got people at your door coming for war and they using weapons, and then once the weapons run out, they coming at you with this kind of combat, you got to be ready. And for years, the Most High always put it in my mind. I said, Sham, I want you to change your diet. Get war ready. Get war ready. Prepare to fight like you never fought before.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing about L people that a lot of us are not, because the food, the stuff we eat, and the things that we consume, we do not exercise or take care of our bodies in a way of having win where we could fight and compete into like arena. All of us should have a be war ready, and this going to prove it. Go ahead, Kjudah.
Christ, look at this comment. I don't know if this is an Israelite or not, family, but this what another thing we want to say. Swinging a sword, we don't mind or run from anything, because at the end of the day, we understand how the Most High set up things. Now, this person said, Israel, don't let Satan deceive you. Don't have hate with the Gentiles. I don't know who said anything about hate. Don't believe Christ Yahshua, not for them because he is. Christ is for individuals who are willing to serve him of the other nations.
Right.
He is not for all Gentiles.
Exactly.
For individuals just like us. He loved the nation of Israel, but there's a segment of our people that can care less about this Bible. And guess what? Most Gentiles don't want to serve a black Yahshua HaMashiach. So only a few of them really gonna turn to him and really get it. So this comment right here, I don't know. I don't even know why he put that in the chat, because ain't nobody talking about no hate. Ain't nobody talking about the Gentiles can't serve. So let me just get this off the screen, because we ain't even known that. But anyway, like I was saying, family, they got a recompense coming. See, that's the thing that they don't want to tell y'all. They want to keep telling you how Yahshua is for the Gentiles, but they don't want to tell you that the Gentiles about to get their head bust to the white meat. Just like you got your head bust to the white meat. See, they just want them to come in and don't got to go through nothing. But you have to go through everything just to come in. Y'all see what I'm saying? They don't have to go through nothing to come in, but you have to go through everything just to be adopted back into your fold. Back adopted to the promises and the blessings. You see what I'm saying? And like, come on, man. They don't got to go through anything to come in, but you got to go through hell just to come in. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, people. You are his first love. You are the natural branch. So they can't boast against you. So we don't care what no Gentile talking about. We are the teachers of our people, and we are the teachers of the Gentiles. They're not the teachers of us. So I'm just going to put that out there. But let's play this video.
The Main Street investigation. Phil, you have been working on this story for more than 3 months.
That's right. And during that time, we gathered never before seen video that shows what the Patriot Front is really up to. As you're about to see, that includes training men to fight right here.
Hey, Yaakov, is Yahshua for these neo-Nazis who trying to kill black people, since you say he for the Gentiles? Don't let Satan deceive us. Is Yahshua for these neo-Nazis? Because they want to kill black people. Man, make it make sense, man. Y'all just always want to like try to butter stuff up just so y'all can come in and just get all our blessings and get everything that belong to us and don't got to go through nothing. So you get to rule in this kingdom, hate us, and then come in our kingdom and rule. Man, stop it. Stop it.
In the volunteer state.
Right now, they got an enemy. If they get rid of their enemies, they're going to have to find a new one. This might be you.
Our investigation began last fall as anti-fascist activists protested an annual white supremacist gathering inside the lodge at Montgomery Bell State Park, about 40 miles west of Nashville. It was an investigation that would eventually lead us across the state to this large compound being built by a hate group right here in Tennessee. A compound where members train for battles that sometimes play out on the streets of America.
These are smart, observant, thoughtful Americans who see that our country is going in the wrong direction and has been going in the wrong direction for decades.
Which may be
now you notice what he called them, Kjudah?
Talk to me.
These are smart Americans.
Right,
That's
right.
what he calling them. See that family? He's saying these people are smart. So, well, what about us? Are we smart? Because why we sitting here worrying about who got the best this, who got the best that, and all this foolish stuff they talk about. These people training for war.
Yep.
But go ahead.
No, everything you said is 100. They training for war.
American Renaissance Conference insisted that we not take video of any faces while we were inside the conference.
How about the neo-Nazis? I don't even know a neo-Nazi.
That is absolutely false. Jared Taylor lied to you.
Jeff Tischhauser tracks hate for the Southern Poverty Law Center, and he knows a lot about the men we identified from outside the conference using facial recognition software. Men like Thomas Rousseau.
Nationalism is natural. Patriotism is inevitable.
Rousseau, seen here during a demonstration in Nashville last summer, heads the Patriot Front, one of the largest organized hate groups in the country. Known for their flash mob protests that suddenly spring out of the backs of rental trucks, members wear white gaiters to hide their faces. Their flag-waving marches are designed to present an image that also hides the hate behind their cause.
When you get within their private spaces online, members of Patriot Front worship Hitler, right? They deny the Holocaust. They use a tremendous amount of racial slurs between each other.
They're very clever, though. They wrap themselves in patriotism, Patriot Front.
So that's a way for Patriot Front to appeal to the larger conservative movement.
We are Americans. We are not white Americans because there are no other kind of Americans than those who are white and from Europe.
At age 26, Thomas Rousseau is polished in his racism.
Life, liberty, victory.
But leaked videos from inside Patriot Front revealed that beneath that polished veneer
Good take right there. See high. Let's go.
are old-fashioned neo-Nazis.
These are hardened white supremacists who want to see a white ethno-state created somewhere in the United States.
You are not welcome here.
Outside the American Renaissance Conference, we had also spotted these two men. Our search quickly came back with matches. Robert Benjamin Whitted of Texas and Garrett Joseph Garland of Illinois. Both were among 31 Patriot Front members arrested 3 years ago, accused of plotting to create a riot at an Idaho Pride celebration. Ryan Hunter was one of the prosecutors.
They wanted to basically promote a fight. They wanted to get people to respond, make them angry, make them attack them. And, you know, their history is that they then try to play that they're the victims.
You can announce. You can announce. Announce. Amen. Sheriff's office, everyone have their hands visible.
This never-before-seen police video shows what happened when Coeur d'Alene, Idaho police intercepted two Patriot Front U-Hauls on their way to that Pride event. In the video, we see the men from that balcony, Robert Whitted and Garrett Garland, as they're being processed by police.
It does detail our peaceful intentions.
While Thomas Rousseau insisted their intentions were peaceful, police discovered what a witness called a small army prepared for war, including being equipped with riot shields. Shields that this leaked video shows Patriot Front prepares for use in battle.
Those shields can be used offensively. And in fact, in riot training, they are. They're intended to push and to move people out of the way or to certain areas. And we actually got testimony on cross-examination that confirmed that, yes, that's how they had been trained to use those.
And when police unmasked the Patriot Front members, they found their caps secured to their heads by chin straps, and the caps were no ordinary headgear. Inside, they found hardened plastic designed to protect their heads in battle. They also discovered tactical radios for communicating over long distances, first aid kits to treat the injured. One even carried a smoke grenade.
You don't come to a boxing match with gloves on and dressed to fight if you don't intend to fight. And that was the circumstance we faced.
I want to say this. What you know how to do naturally, they have to train for. What you know how to do naturally, Israel, they have to train for. Why you think they train MMA? To beat you. Why you think they train in boxing? To beat you. What you know how to do naturally, they have to train for. Don't you know the elite call these people dogs? These are the elite Peckerwood dogs. These are your uneducated, dumb cops. Niggas that get in their head and can't read. Dumb Peckerwood. I'm just being honest. But the guy coming here with a comment talking about the Lord for the Gentiles. Like, man, get that. Like, we not trying to hear none of that, bro. Go ahead, Sham.
And notice, Kjudah, Look at the armor that they putting on their hats and their gloves
Right.
and what they carrying, bro. These people ain't stupid, man. These men walking around with fitted caps, the lock to their head with protected plastic in them. So if you hit them in the head, they'll be fine. Think about that. They're using common stuff that they wear and making it armor, and you might be looking at him like I done hit him in the head with something, and he ain't even hurting because he got hard plastic to give him some type of protection and cushion from somebody who actually wearing a helmet to somebody who look like they just wearing a baseball cap.
Right. Facts.
And y'all
Right.
telling me that that this war ain't going to be a serious war? Like, come on, man. They know what they doing.
They know
But
what
go
they
ahead.
doing, bro. And they've been prepared for a long time, Sham. I'm talking about years upon years, brother. Decade upon decades. They've been planning this. They've been, brother, because they see that the power grip is slipping. America is no more, family. Like, we are really in a recession, going to a Great Depression. This country is the financial stability of this country will collapse. Everything gonna be digital, as we can already see. These people are afraid to lose power. That's all white man care about. Power. He don't want to lose power. The elite is the ones that's behind it. Cause look, these are just low-level trash that the elite use. Like back in the day, y'all remember when the master was in the house and who did he use to go get the slaves? He used the Peckerwood patrol. They couldn't talk. He eat tobacco and talk like this. Yeah, boss. You know, the stuff got the slaves, and you know, just stupid. So they don't got no respect for the white man like that. They look down on them. Why you think your elite rich look down on your poor whites? Because they use the poor whites to go against the blacks. And the poor whites so stupid, they don't got no rights neither. They just got a little bit more than you. But they more on welfare, more on Medicaid. They live in trailer park and they certified trash. And I stand on it. These ain't nobody that the Lord gonna save, man. But this dude talking about the Lord is for the Gentiles. And these people trying to kill us. Well, not all of them trying to kill you. Well, we don't know who is who. I'm not sticking my hand in the snake basket.
With this group is they were ready to fight. They were prepared to fight. They had trained to fight.
And the group's ops plan indicated the Patriot Front Army would line up on the outskirts of the park and proceed inwards until barriers to approach were met. There, they planned to create what they called a confrontational dynamic.
And during the testimony that we were able to elicit from them on cross-examination, they confirmed that people really they didn't consider those to be barriers that they would stop for.
So you're saying if they encountered people at the Pride Fest, they were just going to plow through them?
That was effectively what they said at trial.
Which brings us back to Montgomery Bell State Park and another man we identified from the balcony.
So Ian Michael Elliott is a longtime member of white power groups, including Patriot Front. Within Patriot Front, he's one of their lead recruiters.
Ian Michael Elliott, we discovered, is one of the people behind this 122-acre Patriot Front compound in Tellico Plains, Tennessee, located between Chattanooga and Knoxville. When we flew over in Sky 5, it appeared to be very much still under construction.
It appears that they're using this place to network and strategize. They're inviting, white supremacists from across the country into this compound to network and strategize.
This photo obtained by News Channel 5 Investigates shows Elliott with Rousseau at that East Tennessee compound, hosting another white supremacist group from Texas.
3, 2, 1, fight!
And this video posted online shows Elliott in a studio adorned with neo-Nazi symbolism, training men for bare-knuckled battle that often leaves these Patriot Front warriors bruised and bloody.
Boy, you white men ain't got no hands. Boy, y'all sorry. Dang, y'all do not know how to fight. That's why y'all use guns majority of the time, and y'all always got to run in the pack like a pack of wolves because you're scary, you're sorry, you can't fight, and you got to beat up with some more neo-Nazis or white militia groups just to feel power and authority. Because y'all, boy, when you catch y'all by y'allself, y'all begging for life. Oh, please don't hurt me, Mr. Black Man. Go ahead, Sham. That's enough of this video. Go ahead, my brother.
But right, as y'all can see, like I said, these people, they train in combat. They getting combat ready. They getting war ready to fight you, Israel.
Yeah.
You, because you the threat. You is who they worried about. You see what I'm saying? You who they want to go to war with. Like I keep telling everybody, they not hitting no Mexican community, no Jewish communities first. They hitting you blacks, Negroes communities. Y'all the first community they're gonna be hitting. They're gonna be going to narrow communities, going down there, messing with the young people or anybody who they think that they can prey on.
Facts.
And they gonna get it's gonna be a different story. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
But they the first people they're gonna try to get hand on hand combat. I'm telling you, for all of those brothers and sisters out there, because they know all black people do is drink, smoke weed all day. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us ain't preparing for no war. We ain't got no tactical vests, no guns, no well, we got guns, but we ain't got no like no military type guns that like they got. Certain cities and states got them, but you know what I mean, K Judah, like how they all coming with AR-15. We might have some handguns, some shotguns, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a couple guys might have an automatic weapon, depending on what state you're in, because it's a lot of these certain states like Texas and California and New Orleans, they all had them choppers and type of weapons like that. But then when you come places like here, you got a lot of handguns and certain things like that, depending on where you at. But we talking about like 15, 20 people with AR-15s and all types of high power rifles, semi-automatics. These people got their hands on them joints, because they can get them easier than we can.
Facts.
But yeah, this is the type of stuff that we're dealing with. People who want to go to war in that manner. And we have to be ready to deal with that because like I said before in the old video we did, K Judah, what are you gonna do if you got 30 militias outside of your house with automatic weapons?
What you gonna do?
And you in there and you might got a handgun, maybe a shotgun, but you're gonna need multiple guns because if they shooting semi-automatic weapons in your house, you can't take out 30 rifles at once. Gotta be able to defend yourself somehow, whether it's hand on hand combat or whether you're gonna be, shooting back. But it depends on who want to die. Because like I say, the smartest weapon to have if somebody trying to breach your door and they coming in, you gotta have a shotgun. Because shotguns, slugs, pellets, whatever, it blow back. That's easier for close range. But long range, 22 rifle, short rifle, long rifle, or have your automatic weapon or handgun that can hit range wise.
Check this out, Sham. Check this out. Let me see. Hold up. Everybody not on our side, family. I don't got no personal problem with this woman, but everybody not on our side. I want y'all to listen to this, and I got one more video after this.
Same again. What is it that black-only dorms? They want Black people are now arguing for segregation. They want black-only graduations. They want black-only dorms. They want black-only spaces. This is just Jim Crow. Why on earth did we get rid of Jim Crow if only to have black Americans fighting for the exact same again? What is it that black America is trying to achieve with such distaste and hatred toward white Americans? I mean, I see.
This is a woman with a white husband. You think she gonna really be able to fight for her people and really stand with her people with a white husband? Everybody not on our side, family. That's why I'm saying. And she always speaking on behalf of her people, but you can't really fight for your people because you're gonna go on the side of that which you love more than your people, which is your husband and your kids.
Facts.
So why are you worrying about what we want and you compromise? You not with us. And
But then again, K Judah,
us.
She might be mixed with herself, bro. She might got some mixed blood in her family.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Because sometimes, bro, we never know.
Yeah.
Because we be seeing these people on TV and stuff like that, and we be thinking they just pure-blooded black people, and find out, oh, they got a white mother, oh, they got a white father. You know what I mean, man? We never know, bro.
But why is she upset worrying about black people want separation? Like, why is this upsetting you? Why are you upset?
From what I take from it, man, people always get upset about when it comes to us, especially people who are half breeds, because they think they know what's best for us and always got a problem on why we deserve like we don't. And when I see people act like that, I always start to question their bloodline and genealogy, unless they just a sellout coon. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I always question it. Like, oh yeah, you got to have some mixture down the line. Your granddad must be white, or your grandma must be white, or something. Because certain things they do, man, you know, us as black people, bro, we ain't trying to hear that because it don't make sense.
Right.
Like, bro, we all feel the same way. Our people been through enough. I ain't trying to hear why we deserve anything. We should just be given. You know what I mean? That's how I be looking at it.
I gotta take this back, dog, because man, I'm being honest. I don't listen to nobody who gonna try to tell us what we should do, what we need to do, what we should not be doing. And you are married to somebody that don't even look like you. And just like Sham say, even if your bloodline is tampered with, at the end of the day, why are you upset and mad because we want separation? We don't care nothing about no segregation. That's why I do say this. Just because you educated, it don't always transfer to common sense. A lot of people sometimes just be book smart, but they don't be having no common sense, because common sense will tell you that we've been through enough. And if we want separation, and if Trump did bring forth segregation, which we know that the federal contract and affirmative action that if you want a job, it doesn't apply no more. Like, you can't use that. But if he did bring back segregation, we wouldn't be crying. We would not be crying. We don't care as a people, man. Don't y'all see that by now? Black people don't care. We ain't trying to be integrated with y'all. That's something somebody else wanted. We didn't want that. Our elders didn't want that, family. The old heads didn't want that. They appreciated separation. They didn't care nothing about no integration. So listen to this woman again, man. Jesus, just be quiet, lady.
Black people are now arguing for segregation. They want black only graduations. They want black only dorms. They want black only spaces. This is just Jim Crow. Why on earth did we get rid of Jim Crow if only to have black Americans fighting for the exact same again? What is it that black America is trying to achieve with such distaste and hatred toward white Americans? I mean, I see it every single day in my life. I mean, you should see the comments. Married to a white man, right? I have biracial children. That should be considered the dream. That should mean, oh my God, we actually.
Y'all hear this woman? To be with a white man and have biracial children should be the dream. So she just told y'all how she think and what she think the dream is. Get a white man, get a degree.
I'm a little bit confused, because when did anybody black say they wanted separate bathrooms and all this other stuff? Where did she get that from? I never heard anything like this stuff. I kind of feel like she making this stuff up.
I think she is, Sham. I'm just being real. I never heard no black person saying they want separate bathrooms, Sham, black graduations, or black dorm rooms. Who said that, man? And if anybody heard somebody say that, give me the video. I have not heard our people complaining or asking for no such thing. Our people just don't care. That's what we've been. They don't care. So she just upset because we want separation because she married to a white man. Go be with the white man. This ain't for you. This is for us who trying to go this way. And if you want to go that way, you go that way. Why are you mad at us for want to go this way?
Truly got ahead of society when black people get married. Nope. Look at the comments anytime a black person marries a white person and see who it's coming from. It's coming from black people. Oh, married to the white man. Oh, selling out your soul. So you're arguing actually for marriage segregation. You're basically saying that the Supreme Court case, Virginia versus Love, should have never happened. That it should still be illegal for blacks and whites to marry. They don't think that way because they're demented.
Education doesn't always transfer to common sense. I'm just keeping it real. Just because you're educated doesn't mean you should be listened to. Educated woman, very smart, but she's a dingleberry. Not on everything, but boy, when it come to race and who she married to, she become a dingleberry. I'm just keeping it real. She don't got no common sense not to see that if that's who you married to, and that's if you think that's the American dream, and your babies don't look nothing like you. I couldn't allow myself to do that, bro. I couldn't allow myself to do that to my babies. Have my babies in this society confused, not knowing, who they truly are. Because I decided to lay down with Becky, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic. And when you get them Hispanic women, they family don't like you. Mexican families don't want you with their daughters. Man, I'm getting me a Israelite woman. And I don't know what tribe we from, but I'm getting me an Israelite woman. And I'm going to have me some Israelite babies. And I'm going to raise them babies in the Lord. And the Lord going to use them for his business because they pedigree going to be purebred. The mama and the daddy is an Israelite. And my children are Israelites. That's how I'm going to do it. Now, however you want to do it how you want to do it. But I'm not getting in trouble because I know better. And when I know better, I'm supposed to do better. Go ahead, Sham. We almost done. Well, Sham, that's it, my brother. I mean, if anybody got some questions in the chat, me and my brother done.
Right.
Me and my brother done. We went through all that to show you, man. Look, while we being distracted by what Donald Trump doing, they preparing for war. While we worried about segregation and affirmative action and Trump rolling back the Lyndon B. Johnson 11246, while we worried about all this, these people preparing for war, family. So let's get our house in order. Mm-hmm. Gather with the people you can gather with that's righteous, though. Stop using that scripture. Gather yourself together, old nation. He don't mean gather with the wicked.
Nope.
That ain't what he's saying. You're supposed to gather with the righteous because the Lord hate the wicked. He got a problem with the wicked every day. So how am I gather with the wicked? How? We ain't gonna get nowhere. The Lord ain't gonna be among us because we got wickedness among us. A little leaven the whole lump. Go ahead, Sham.
Yep. No, I agree. Just like during the time of Joshua when he stole the Babylonian garment. And what did he do? He started judging all Israel for one bad thing and one person did. So yeah, gather yourself together don't mean gathering with everybody. Absolutely. Gather with like-minded people, who want to serve the Lord in righteousness sake. That's what I see. And don't let people manipulate you into doing things that you don't want to do, and compromising yourself and your family. And that's why I don't care what people say about, you won't do this in this time for this person. That's not right. You're going to let people starve. Listen, if you put yourself in them positions, it's on you. But Sham got to save his family first. It ain't my job to go out here and save all Israel. I wasn't given that job. Yep. Every man and woman have the opportunity to go on the field and pluck, just like the scriptures was in the ancient days when the Lord told us pick double this day because the next day is Sabbath. Don't go out in the fields. So if you don't go and pick enough, that's on you. If you don't save enough, that's on you. You can't put that on another person. Can't put that on another man. Because sometimes family, it's not about, how they try to say, Kjudah, I don't have enough money or you never had time. We all got some type of time and we all got time to save and to gather a little. My problem is when people ain't trying to gather nothing at all and make excuses on why you couldn't get anything or have anything. Right. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, bro. We all got some type of time to gather something. The problem is when people always use an excuse of, well, I ain't got nothing. Come on. But you got habits, though. You feed them. You know what I'm saying? You feed them habits. You're going to enjoy yourself because you ain't going to tell me you struggling that bad where you want to live life and you're just going to live and you're not getting anything. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah? You're not enjoying nothing. Yep. That's all I'm saying.
Naja Johnson, you right. She did get her wake up call years ago and came back running to her people, especially when them Jewish people were shutting down all them platforms and really came at her neck. Then she want to come back and running over here to her people. But I'm going to be honest. When you are married to somebody that don't look like your people will never trust you. because they can't tell you the secrets of what they're doing, because you're going to go back and tell your husband or your wife the secrets. That's the opposite of what that person is. So they most certainly ain't going to trust you. That's why back in the day, just read the history on when Martin Luther King was trying to integrate, and read some of these stories about how the people was telling him they didn't want that. They thought that boy was crazy. Integrating us into these people's society when we was doing better, when we was separated. Go look at everything. Matter of fact, Sham, before we go, let me open up this window. I want to show y'all something right quick. Let me show you what separation bring. Separation bring murders. Not by us, but by them, because of jealousy and envy. I'm going to show y'all this real quick. Let me show you what separation bring. You see this? This is what separation bring. These are all the black massacres in America. I thought white people wanted us away from them. So why did they go out their way to do this? All these black massacres. Why did they go out their way to do this? Look at this. The Louisiana murders. Gathering the dead and the wounded. This happened in Louisiana. Look at this one. 100 Negroes shot, burned, and clubbed to death in St. Louis race war. Look at this, man. So we don't want to hear nothing about no, oh, black people won't own it, you know, even though I don't believe nobody black said that. Oh, black people just want to be to themselves. Black people just want black restaurants. Black people just want black schools and black dorm rooms. Man, so? Even though nobody said that, but so? I don't trust these people at all. I wouldn't go nowhere with a Caucasian, and it's 5 Caucasians and just me. I wouldn't go nowhere with them. You might not make it back home, and I wouldn't spend the night at their house. You might end up dead, like the sister who went and had a sleepover with Caucasians, and she ended up dead. Like the 2 twin brothers who went to a sundown town and they got murdered to death. So don't come telling us about we need to stay segregated with, well, whatever. I mean, integrated with these Caucasian people and other races of people. You sound stupid.
Thanks.
We need to stay separated, like Sham been saying all night, and I've been saying. Separation is the best for us, so we can get our minds right, man. Because we have to learn how to treat each other, man. I'm not saying all of us gonna learn it, but Jesus, you mean to tell me we got to be this nasty all the time to each other? It's a constant decision you make every day that you can give your brother and sister some kind words for the day. You don't got to be nasty. You want to be nasty. It don't take nothing. It don't take you no money to be nice. It don't cost you anything to encourage somebody. You want to be nasty. We want to be nasty to each other, man. It make us feel good when we put our brother and sister down. Some people, that's in a high, that's an emotion, that's a high. You high on drugs when you disrespect your own people. You full of that dope. Make you feel good and high, boy. High to the sky. Anything else you got, Sham, before we get up out of here, man?
No, that's it for me. You know, if nobody ain't got no questions, yeah, family, I just say, stay separate from these people, and take heed to what the Lord is showing us, He letting you know what they preparing for. These people, all the husbands out there, just say this to the brothers, because we the heads of our households that's supposed to be protecting our wives and our children. And just get on your job, brothers, and make sure your diet right. Make sure your food intake right. Make sure you prepped and stored up for when time come. And just know that these heathens are preparing to go to combat and war with you, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So us as the men that's running our homes to protect our kids and our wives and our children, make sure you're in top tip shape or the best shape that you possibly can get in to prepare to fight wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what these people might be capable of doing and when they might try to hit your door and breach your house. And, we don't want our wives and children raped. And you know how people become when they get savage and the resources is short. And, don't wait till it's too late, but make sure you able-bodied physical person that can fight against, the evil that these people are going to bring. That's why the scripture says there's going to be a time on earth that it never was before. And far as the stuff April 5th, let's just not get caught out there in that mess, because that could trigger a race war as well.
Right.
Going out there being a part of that foolishness. But I just wanted to tell everybody that just use your head and understand. It's not a joke. It's not a game, man. We got to be smart. We got to be ready, and anything can happen. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah? And
My brother.
like I said, we got to go to another mentality when somebody trying to hurt your wife and your kids. I don't have a problem with killing. I'm just not out here. I'm not going to murder nobody, because the Lord doesn't tolerate that in our law. But I will defend myself if somebody try to do something to me, my family, my brothers, sisters, and everyone else. People that I love. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely, my brother. Okay, let me see. And that brother who went on a hunting trip with 9 white people and he became the hunted. They shot him over 11 times, I think. His wife warned him not to go, but he was eager spending time with them, shaking my head. There you go. And I remember that story, Sister Eve, when the brother got murdered in the woods. I remember another story of these 2 brothers. 2 white women came out the house and they asked the brothers did they want to come play video games. And the 2 brothers went in the house and there was some white men standing behind the door. When they walked in the house, the white men grabbed the 2 brothers. They beat them, they killed them. And guess what these white women did on top of their body? You already know. I forgot that word they called it. Y'all know what they did on top of them, they dead body.
Defecate?
Now had relations with each other on top of their body. Dead body.
Sick.
So y'all know that we not playing when we say separation is the best thing for us. And I'm being honest, a lot of our people, we headed in the right direction. We headed in the right direction because I see a lot of our people starting to wake up and they starting to get the picture that separate from these people, family. Now, if you made a decision and you married to these people, I can't tell you what to do, man. That's something you got to work out your own with the Most High, and because that's above my pay rate. I can't tell you to leave your family, leave a white woman. But if you ain't got no children, let me say this though, and I stand on this. If you're a young brother or a young sister and you are with a Caucasian man or a Caucasian woman and you don't have no children by her, leave that woman. I'm telling you right now, get you an Israelite woman or Israelite man. Leave her.
I
You don't
agree,
supposed to fool her.
100%.
Leave. Go ahead, Sham.
I don't care if y'all spend $1 million on a wedding. Run away as fast as you can. Get away.
Get away.
You got time to save yourself. You got time to avoid that judgment of having children, the unlawful bed. You ain't ruined yourself yet. You got a time to save yourself. Get away.
Yep. A brother asked me a long time ago. He said, Kjudah, I'm with a white woman. What you think I should do? I said, you got kids by her? He said, I said, run. And I put run all the way across long. Run. Get away, brother. Save yourself while you still have time. Straight up. Save yourself, man. So, one thing me and my brother Sham is not going to do, one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to be on this panel watering anything down for a person's ears, because we're going to get in trouble. We must tell all truth. If you are with a Caucasian man or woman and you have no children by them, run, get away, save yourself, get you an Israelite man, Israelite woman, or if you choose to be single, you choose to be single. But do not allow that judgment to come down upon you, because we have people that teach that you can marry anybody. Love is love, not in the Most High eyes.
Nope, that's not true.
That's it for me, brother.
Yep. So I'm going to thank everybody. I appreciate everybody. Most High blessed family. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. And me and KJ always appreciate the attendance of the people, the ones that's in the chat, the ones that's not in the chat watching.
Absolutely.
Hope everybody learned something. And like I said, prepare yourself for what's to come. because only thing that's going to happen is just going to get worse and worse before it could get better. So unfortunately, that's just the way things work. Things got to get a little bit better before they get a little worse before they get a little better. And even when they get a little better, it still ain't going to be as people feel is normal, you know.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you,
So
sister.
yeah.
Thank you, Sister Eve. It's called necrophilia, Sham. That's what they did on
Oh,
top
okay.
of the body. Necrophilia.
That's sickening.
That's sick, bro. Had relations on top of the dead body, Sham. 2 black brothers murdered, killed, slaughtered, and had relations on the body. So that goes to show you how sadistic these people are. So it's nothing that somebody can tell me about what times has changed and they're better people now. KJ, man, you crazy. They worse. They becoming worse and worse. Straight up. All right, Sham, I love you with the pure heart, my brother. Thank you for always going live with me.
Always.
We pray that somebody looked at this and gained something from it. Just to show that Trump is not trying to bring back segregation. He's not, family. That has everything to do with federal contractors, and most of us don't have federal jobs. So
exactly.
We just wanted to point that out to you. And don't get me wrong, you are still protected under the law. So they still can't discriminate. They still can't do things based on your race. But Trump is trying to get rid of the fact that transgenders are trying to go in the restroom with little kids. That's what me and Sham believe. That's why I believe he did all of this. Because he don't believe that you should be going in the restroom with no little kids. Man going in the restroom with little girls talking about he's a transgender, so he gonna go in the restroom with the little girls. Come on, man. That's why Trump doing all this. All right,
yeah,
man.
and we don't agree with everything politicians do.
Right.
As far as this Solomon Gomorrah stuff, man, I agree 100%. I have no problem with what he's doing.
Right.
Some stuff have to be stopped, and that's all I'll say on that. Yep. All right, Shalom family, Most High bless. All right, Kjudah, the Most High bless, bro. I appreciate you as always.
Already, man. Love you with your heart. Shalom. Yes, sir. All right, man. That's it, family. Sister Eve said the 2 white women set those brothers up by a promise of 33 and hold on, what that is? Let me see. Oh, okay, I got it. Cause you gotta be careful with the words. These 2 white women set those brothers up by a promise of weed and a relations. Shaking my head, but they had their racist boyfriend waiting for them at the home to act out their sick fantasies, etc. So there y'all go. They killed the 2 brothers. They had relations on their body. They wanted to play video games and smoke some pot. The brothers, went to the house instead of being smart and saying, man, nobody want to come in the house with y'all. And then when y'all look at the 2 white women that they showed, ain't no way them brothers thought that them 2 white women was something to go in the house with. Oh my God. I ain't gonna even say what one of them was built like, but I just can't believe they went in that house. That's all I'm gonna say. But all right, family, man, I love y'all with a pure heart. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning. We'll catch y'all next time on the next one. And many blessings to the nation of Israel. And like I said before, Israel, we are rising up as a people. We starting to understand we all we got. And I love what I'm seeing from our people. Keep doing what you're doing, family. Keep encouraging each other. Keep showing each other love. Bear each other's burdens. And walk in the fruits of the spirit of Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach. And we are going to get to Zion. Shalom.
Thank you. when it happened. Alexander the Greek took the earth like a captain. Killed the king of Persia, caught him slipping like he napping. The whole earth quiet before this man, he had power. Winning all them wars, lift his heart up like a tower. Then he got sick, called his men, split the kingdom. Crimes upon their head, but they multiplied evil. Wicked Israelites made a covenant with heathens. They doing the same thing right now, I can't believe them. Gentiles had them scared, Antiochus took Egypt. Next stop Jerusalem, he about to test the people. They took the showbread, golden altar, and menorah. All of this keep happening cause we keep breaking Torah. Antiochus went back to his lane, went to celebrate. 2 years later he put fire to them heaven gates. Burned Jerusalem down, took out women and he made them slaves. Letter from the king, everybody want people. So if you follow laws that ain't the king's, you better leave them. But if we leave our laws, then our God gon' leave us. Many Israelites went to Father when they heeded, sacrificing swine on the altar, stopping us from doing the burnt and the drink offering, profaning the Sabbath, knowing that it's gonna cost us. If we don't do these laws, it's gonna cost us. But the spirit of Maccabees, if you wanna keep these laws and commandments, follow me. It's the spirit of Maccabees. If you wanna keep these laws and commandments, follow me. Gay, hey, ain't no time for compromise. Need to show thyself a man. The heat is doing the same tricks, they about to do it all again. We going to war on Shabbat, tell the heaters we ain't playing. If you serious about them laws, out together we can stand. Don't be scared of the multitude, he go intervene. It ain't about the numbers, about power from Shemaim. Allah, Allah, Bahadam, Allah with the Malakim. Power in the blood, power with the mighty king. Back to the story, they run war after war. Got the land back, but the land was so torn. Ash upon their heads and they even ripped their gum. Got the land back, but the land was so torn. So they dedicated the sanctuary, built new altars. It might not be perfect, but we still keeping our culture. Go get that menorah, put them lights up in that temple. About to give them praise for everything we done been through. The feast of dedication.
Y'all know they always kicking me out of my own live, right? These people be kicking me out of my live. YouTube, y'all. YouTube be kicking KJ out of the CUC family, the FOPE family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And your brother Kjudah wanna say, Israel, your redemption draw nigh. Have no fear, family. You don't got nothing to worry about. All these hunkerberries, you don't got nothing to worry. All these militia groups, they not gonna do nothing, because the Lord say he gonna fight for you. He gonna defend you. All we have to do is be still and be quiet and watch the salvation of our Elohim work in Israel. Salute, family.